Hello, namaste. Thank you for joining me once again at You Gotta Breathe. Wow, it's been 2 weeks now, just over 2 weeks. A lot has happened. I was feeling like I definitely had a fibro flare last week, and I kind of posted that already. And then I had a little bit of a stomach thing. I think it's all the spicy food. I have since started stocking up on my Airborne. So every day I am drinking my Airborne, and I am having some electrolytes that I have that are a lot like Airborne, but just throw those in some water too, and it's electrolytes. I believe I'm not getting enough water, even though I'm drinking three of these a day. So it's hard to stay hydrated when you're doing yoga for 3 hours a day and it is just pouring out of your pores. So I'm trying to stay hydrated as well as I can. I'm eating a lot of oranges. They're helping. They have something here called a sweet lime, and it's like an orange on the inside. The outside is greenish yellow, but it holds a lot of water. So it's mostly water. It's not as sweet as an orange, so it doesn't have that sugar index that an orange does. So I've been eating those every day. Getting a lot of muscle cramps from so much yoga and holding poses for so long. So eating bananas every day, which is a new thing. Haven't done that in a long time. And that's that. Something I noticed today, I've been very conscientious of the culture. I've been very conscientious about what I'm wearing. Although I signed up for this new class that I'm taking, which is my 100-hour continuing education class, which is great, but I had to leave this morning at 5:45 for yoga at 6:15, and I am about 20 minutes away from the yoga shala by walking. So I forgot my water bottle this morning. And I also wore a dress over my workout clothes. But my shoulders were still, it was a maxi dress and it was sleeveless, so my shoulders were still exposed. And I've been very, very diligent about making sure to wear a scarf or a shawl over my shoulders, covering my shoulders, because that is what you do here. So this morning I was running late and I forgot my water bottle. And I got halfway up the street and I realized I didn't have my shawl or scarf to cover my shoulders. And at that point, I couldn't turn back. I had to keep going. I was already late. And I noticed today that there was a big difference in the looks that I received without the scarf over my shoulders versus the looks or non-looks that I got when I did have the scarf over my shoulders. So that was an interesting thing to notice today. I definitely, when I came home in between classes, made sure to grab my shawl and not forget it. It was right by the door, so I couldn't leave without it. Interesting thing that I've observed in my 2 weeks that I've been here already is that people are very fastidious about cleaning their driveway, cleaning their walk into their home. They clean it and sweep it every day. They wash it down with water, squeegee it all out into the street. But yet, they'll take their trash from sweeping and everything and put it by a tree, or they'll put the trash in the gutter across the street next to their neighbor's house. And it's all about your personal appearance or your home's personal appearance. So it's interesting to see how their living area is clean, but then the gutters, the grass on the other side of the street is full of litter and trash. That has been an interesting observation. I've also observed that they use their horns here like we don't use them in the US, which I'm used to in other countries. However, I think as a born traveler in this area, I've noticed that They honk when they go by to let you know they're either coming by you, but I think the honks are louder and longer for me versus somebody in front of me who is from here, who's a local. So, and they wait until they're right up on you, so it's like in your ear as they do it, and it's not funny. Kind of over it. It's really loud, and those of you who know me know, like, loud noises like that are not my thing. I can't handle it. So it's a little unsettling in the morning when you're walking and it's kind of dark still and somebody comes right up on you and honks their horn. You hear them coming, but it's still unsettling. Yoga teacher training, I have joined that as part of my 100 hours of continuing education. And it's interesting to step back and be in the shoes of somebody who's just getting started again with their yoga teacher training and remembering how hard it was to come up with a script, knowing what to say, when to say it. So it gives me a different perspective of looking back to where I was when I first started. And it's cute, it's funny. We're all very nervous when we first start, and so it's interesting to be on this side of things. Although today, during adjustments, and we had to walk each other through some asanas, and so specifically it was Sun Salutation A and Sun Salutation B, and then the first 3 poses. And I remember what it was like trying to come up with the words to tell somebody what to do and have them just look at you like, what? That doesn't make sense. So the girl that was helping me, she was walking me through the asanas, was struggling to get all the words out. So I kind of threw her some of my script to hopefully help her come up with her own words. She asked if she could write it down word for word, and I said, no, you need to figure out your voice and what works for you. But these are things I say. So listen to what other people say, and then you come up with your own script that makes sense to you, that flows for you. And it was fun. It was a good time to do that today. And I am working on floating forward. So not only have I mastered headstand, I have almost mastered all of the poses in the primary series, which is kind of scary because some of them look very daunting, but I am telling you, not as hard as they seem once you know how to get into the pose and how to get out of the pose. Learning to float forward is more of a mental challenge than a physical challenge, because the guy that's working with me has told me, you have it, you have the strength, you have everything you need, you're stopping yourself. So I need to get over that, and once I do, then I will have the float forward, which will be fantastic. I think those are all of my musings. I have been eating at different restaurants, although there's this one restaurant I go to that they know me pretty well now. It's cute, it's nice, it's air conditioned, they have Wi-Fi. Nice people. I feel safe there, it's great. The neighborhood I'm staying in is, as I walk and explore more, kind of more of an affluent area. So there's a lot of doctors that live in this area, so the homes are a little nicer, they're a little bigger. Most of them are 2 and 3 stories. The ground floor is where usually the owners live, and if they rent it out, then it goes to the first floor and the second floor. So the first floor is actually what we would consider the second floor. But I think I'll take some pictures of some of the houses as I go by the next couple days. I'm not going to have much more time to do touristy things. My hosts downstairs have invited me to watch the Dasara festival on Friday night at their home because it is too dangerous to go as a solo traveler, especially female. It's very crowded. It's just a sea of humanity. And as much as I want to go, they have greatly advised me not to go by myself several times. So I'm going to heed their advice, their parent style advice, not to go by myself. They are the sweetest people. I met Aruna's mother the other day, and she's the one that insists I need to wear my bindi and wear a sari, and she's so cute. So I probably will end up with a sari before I leave, and they've promised to teach me how to wear it. And I believe that's where I am right now. To my yoga students, who I told you I would record videos while I'm here so that you can practice at home. By the time I get done practicing 3 hours every day, my muscles can't do it. So I think maybe this weekend on Saturday I will record several short videos of our modified primary series. That way you can have something to work on. I know it will have been almost 3 weeks, but I guess something is better than nothing. So, and it's funny because now I see our modified primary series and I'm like, oh, we need to do this, and we need to do this, and we need to do this. So I will still have 2 classes of modified primary series every week, and then I will have our full lead Ashtanga yoga class on Saturday. Maybe another couple classes during the afternoon. All right, namaste.